Hello, hi, welcome again. My name is Aide Israel Victor, popularly known as AIV Multipurpose. And in this section, this is just a continuation of the physical class that we've done thus far. This is just to give us a precept on what we've done and just to open us to some of the things that we've not talked about. This introduction to music rudiments powered by NHBC, NHBC Business School in collaboration with Amen, and I'll be giving us some precept of what we need to know in terms of the building block of music from rhythm to pitch and to music notation and the likes. Like I've put over here, I said music rudiments are the fundamental building block of music. They provide basic knowledge and skills required to write, read, and perform music effectively. Some of these elements that are being required are these, which are the pitch, like you can see over here. We have the pitch, we have the rhythm, we have the scale, we have the interval, and we have the chord structure, which are part of what we'll be talking most about under this section. Mastering all these elements is crucial for a musician, be it an instrumentalist or you are a vocalist, someone that sings. So we can see from over here, let's proceed without wasting much of our time into the next slide. Why do you need to understand this rudiment in music? A solid grasp of the music rudiment is essential for any aspiring musician. This fundamental building block provide the fundamental foundation, for deeper musical understanding and skills development. Mastering rudiments employs students to read, write, and perform music with confidence and precision. That will make you to able uh to what to read, which is that score sheet book, music that has been scored. You're able to write it and you're able to perform music in a confident and precise way, knowing this. And what you need to comprehend, like I said earlier, of which are the pitch notation, the rhythm scale, rhythm, the scale, the chord structure, unlocking the ability to communicate effectively through music. When you understand all these key parameters in music rudiments. So let's quickly dive into the pitch and the clef. I will try to buttress a little point over here. Like we all know that in music we use seven alphabets. We use seven alphabets, which means we use A A to G. We use A to G in our musical alphabet. So we use A to G, which denotes the name notes that we give to our musical notes in music. For the clef symbol, we have different type of clef. We have the treble clef, we have the bass clef, we have the auto clef. But for now, we'll limit ourselves to the treble clefs and the bass clef, which are different vocal range that people can relate with. So another one that we have over here is the clef. We have the bass clef, which is written in form of this nature when put on a staff, and we have the treble clef, which is almost in form of a something like this. Also, we have what we refer to as staff. Staff is just the combination of um, five lines, something of this nature. Five having four spacing, five line having four spacing. So we can this naturally is called a staff, as you can see it over here. But when we put position one of our clef on it, we now turn it to the name of that clef to be the name. Like this now, we'll call this one G or treble staff. Let's call it treble. Sorry. Let's call this one treble staff. based on the notes on it. So if we position the bass clef, it will be bass staff. And combination of this in two way, when we have it this way, probably we have another 5 line, 4 space in here, something of this nature. And we put our bass clef over here. This is the bass clef. So we call the entire of this, all of this, we call it the ground staff. So we call it the ground staff. So in knowing that one, another thing that we need to know is what we refer to as the ledger line. Ledger line is just the additional line that we add whenever it cannot occupy our note. For example, let's assume, naturally I will explain this, but let me just give us this. This position here, this line is E, but I want the lower C to here. Definitely I have to add another ledger line over here, which will make this one to be C. I will explain why it's C later on. So that is what we need to know about the ledger line. So let's proceed forward. Yeah, before we get to understanding the time signature and time, let's go back here and let's see some of this explanation of how this note naming was given on the ledger line, on the staff, and in addition of the ledger line. So let's quickly see that over here. Coming. Let me add a new page for us to see. Okay, so we have our, let's say we have our 5 line, something of this nature. So I'll draw it in two places so that we can relate with the two together simultaneously. I made the treble clef and the bass clef. 3, 4, 5. So whenever we are positioning G clef on this, let's always remember the reason why we call it G is not because it's looking like G, it's because it cuts across the second line on our staff. Meaning when we want to write it, we draw something of this nature. Don't mind that it's not perfect, but cut on this second one. This second note here is denoted by G. Another one, this is our treble. Let me write it over here. Let me write it to this end because of the fact that I want to put some additional stuff over there. And for this, we have our symbol in this format, which is here. The line that is holding the 2 dots is F. And that's why some of the time, okay, we call this one treble or G staff, while we call this one bass or F staff. So the reason why we call it F staff is because the 2 dot that is holding over here is where we refer to as our F line. And let's see how it goes. For the treble staff, we only have the space to be face. That is the acronym for it. We have it to be face. So that the space for the treble is denoted by face. While the lines is denoted by, so if this is F, this is E, this will be E. This line will be G, just your normal A, B, C, D, E, F. G. So if this is A, this one will be B. And if this one is C, this one will be D. And this is E, this will be F. So in short, we have our line to be E, G, B, D, F, which is given the acronym of every good boy deserve Fanta. So that is for the space and the line under the treble staff. But when we come to the bass clef, we have this space to be A, C, E, G. While the first note is coming from G, B, this will be D, this will be F. You can see the reason why I said this two dots over is F, and this is A. So we can have the space over here, the space over the bass clef to be what? To be A, C, E, G, which you can call all cow eat grass. And you can call the line G, B, D, F, A. So you can say good boy deserve Fanta always. So with this one, you have two approach by which you can quickly get your labeling for this staff in terms of the treble staff and the bass staff. Number one approach that you can use in that is, number one, acknowledge the fact that the second line where your G staff will cut, which is your treble staff, is always G. So knowing that one with G, and you already know your music, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, going back to A. So with this, either ascending or descending, I can quickly depict this. If the second one is G, I can go up, going back to A, B, C, D, E, F, or descend backward from the G. And so far I know that my fourth line of my bass staff is F. So I can use that one to depict in moving forward or moving backward. Same things apply if I don't want to use this approach. I can also store in my brain that for the space on treble staff, I have it to be what? Face. While the line is every good boy deserve Fanta. Similarly, for the bass staff, we can store the space to be all cow eat grass, while we also pick the line to be good boy deserve Fanta always. So these are the way by which you can remember how this works on your sheet. So that is how the notes are being represented on the staff. So please you need to understand that one, because that is the basic foundation of what needed to be known. And due to how long this short has been, the video clip for the first section, I will stop over here so you can join the next clip for the subsequent one. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode for the class.